And so we know that there's all kinds of repairs that need to be done around, around ventilation. There's work that needs to be done around, touchless sinks and those kinds of things. And the government should have been ensuring school boards had the resources to put those things in place all summer long. Instead, they've basically provided what amounts to about $16,000 per school in Ontario. That doesn't even cover half of a staff person's salary, let alone the things that need to be done to make the school safe, let alone finding the spaces and hiring the proper amounts of staff. And so, I still think there's time to get that all done, but the government needs to, Mr. Ford and Mr. Lecce they need to be working on this 24 hours a day so that parents can get back to work in the fall and kids can go back to school on time with safe measures implemented. What I'm saying is that Mr. Ford has a couple of weeks to fix all this mess. It's his wrong-headed scheme in the first place that's put us where we are, that's made these parents so fearful and worried about the back-to-school scheme that he and Mr. Lecce have put together. But we all know that employers, if we're going to get the economy back up and running the way it needs to be, employers need people back to work. Families for months and months have in some cases foregone at least one salary or one paycheck every week, and that's not something that can be sustained indefinitely. In fact, we all know that it's women that are mostly impacted by this idea that parents have to stay home with their kids into the fall because they're feeling that things aren't safe. So not at all am I saying that parents should be just accepting this mess that Mr. Ford and Mr. Lecce have created. Quite the opposite. I'm putting it back on Mr. Ford and Mr. Lecce to do their jobs, to make sure that there's a back-to-school plan that allows parents to get back to work in the fall and be confident that their kids are going back to a school environment that's going to keep them safe, but provide not only the education, but the socialization, as was discussed by both of these parents today, and the connection that they need with their peers as well as with their teachers.